दरवाजा बंद करो. Okay. As You Like It. The title of the play is As You Like It. Okay. It is one of the most popular plays written by Shakespeare. You have already read his poem, True Love. It's neither a comedy nor a tragedy, it is a tragicomedy. Tragicomedy. Tragicomedy means partly tragedy and partly comedy. Okay? Huh. So, what I mean by tragicomedy is in the play, characters suffer in the middle of the play. Okay? They are in trouble, they are in problem in the middle of the play, and all problems get resolved at the end of the play. And the play comes to an end with a happy note. Okay? Husband and wife who get separated in the beginning get united at the end, like Abhidhyana Shakuntalam. Two friends who fight with each other in the beginning get united at the end of the play, like your Dostana, right? Or two brothers fighting in the beginning of the play also get united at the end of the play, right? Or two lovers who get separated on account of misunderstanding come to realize their mistakes and get united at the end of the play. Okay, this is tragicomedy, right? This is a very interesting play, very popular play. It is prescribed in UG syllabus, PG syllabus all over the world. Okay, there are about 5,000 universities in the world. Okay, and you find the Department of English in at least 4,000 universities, and in minimum 2,000 universities you find this text, As You Like It, as a text. So this speaks enormously about the popularity of Shakespearean plays, right? As You Like It, The Merchant of Venice, Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, Romeo Juliet, Julius Caesar, Tempest. They are the most popular plays by Shakespeare. Okay, and this play also talks about human relationships. Human relationships. For example, power is very dangerous. Power, adhika, is very dangerous. Okay, and to come to power, right? To come to power, you kill your own brother or brothers. Aurangzeb killed his own brothers to come to power, right? And one of the Mughals imprisoned his own father to come to power. Okay, even Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he killed his own father to come to power, right? And even if you read newspaper, you will come to know, brothers killing each other for property, small property. Okay, even son killing father. If father refuses to give him property, he will kill his father. Daughter killing mother, mother killing daughters. It's very common, yes, right? And we find two characters, two pairs in this play. One, the senior duke and the junior duke. Duke means D-U-K-E. Duke means a provincial king, a king of a province, not a samrat, right? And there are two children of a rich father, Orlando and Oliver. Orlando and Oliver. Orlando is the hero of this play. Okay? Orlando and Oliver. And usually in plays and films and stories, younger brother is good and elder brother is bad. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Elder brother is usually villain. Younger is very smart. In most plays, in most novels, in most films, younger. That's why a hero will play double role. younger brother and elder brother, because he doesn't want to play the role of a villain, right? To double role. Younger brother is bad and good, and elder brother is bad, right? And in this play also, Oliver is an elder brother and Orlando is a younger brother. Younger brother is good, very innocent. Okay, this is one. And as I said to you, there is senior duke and there is junior duke, right? And in case of this duke, the junior duke has dethroned the senior duke. He has expelled him from the empire. Okay, and this senior duke has a daughter, very beautiful daughter. She's called Rosalind. Rosalind, right? And when brother, the younger duke, banishes the elder duke, then his daughter, he does not banish. Banish means expel, throw out, or send out, right? Expel. He cannot expel his elder brother's daughter because she is very close to his own daughter. In the family, there are two daughters. There are two brothers and there are two daughters, right? Elder brother's daughter, she is Rosalind, and younger brother's daughter. They are good friends. When her father expels her uncle, she says, I will die if you banish my sister. If you want to banish your brother, if you want to send your brother out of empire, you can do so. But don't touch my sister. She has to be with me. If you expel her, I will also go with her. Or I will die. Then how can he banish his brother's daughter? She stays back. Right? This is one part of the story. Now, there are two sisters, there are two brothers. Right? Oliver and Orlando. And Oliver is more interested in Rosalind because Rosalind is very decent, very sophisticated, cultured. She is like an English woman, an English lady. They don't like to be called woman, right? Lady. She is an English lady. He thinks that he is a gentleman. Gentleman has special meaning in England. In India, we call everybody gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we say. In England, everybody is not a lady. Everybody is not a gentleman. If you want to be a gentleman, first of all, you should be cultured. Cultured in the sense you should know how you should dress. You know what should be the quality of your coat, right? Your tie, your hairstyle, how you comb, your shoes, and how polished they are, and how you walk, how you sit, how you eat, and how you talk, right? Some 10 years ago, there was a great English movie, Titanic.
Yes.
You have seen Titanic?
Yes.
Okay. So in the ship, there are two categories,
Yeah.
right? Lords and common men, right? Then one day he changes himself into a lord and goes to meet his beloved. Okay, wearing that coat. How does he look like? He looks like a gentleman. To be a gentleman, you should be like this. And to be a lady, again, you should be smart, very delicate, okay, very soft spoken, well behaved. You should speak good language. Accent should be good. And how to walk, how to sit, how to eat. Okay, you can't eat very fast to be a gentleman. You have to eat very slowly. In this sense, Indians are not gentlemen because we usually eat very fast. Right? And when you laugh, you can't laugh like a Rakshasa. You know? But how do we laugh? So when we laugh, even the roof will get broken. You know, so loudly we talk, so loudly we laugh, right? And not at all very decent. And if you ask me to eat, I eat with my fingers. I love to eat with my fingers. I am disqualified. In England, I am not supposed to eat. Right?
Yes.
Some 3-4 months ago, when I was in England, and there was a Punjabi man, and I was finding it very difficult to eat with spoons. And he looked at me and came and sat by side and told me, "Donur, कुछ नहीं होगा, आप खाइए, हाथ से खाइए." In one of the extremely beautiful hotels in Oxford. And no, nobody should bothered about it. I was not thrown out of the hotel, but they still have this mannerism in England, in Europe. Okay, so this is, ladies and gentlemen, right? And Rosalind is a lady, and Oliver he thinks he is gentleman. He thinks he's gentleman because he is very sophisticated, very cultured and decent. And their father died some 7-8 years ago. Whose father? Orlando and Oliver. And before he died, he called his elder brother and told him, "See, I am putting you in charge of all the property. I am an old man, I am in trouble, I am sick and I may die any time. You please take care of your brother. You give him good education, take care of him, right? And give him property when he comes of age, arrange for his marriage, it is your responsibility." And he died. And what this elder brother did was, he did not give education to his brother. He put him in some place, in some village, and grew him up as a rogue. He became very tough and very rogue in the sense he was not educated. And Orlando has common sense. He knows that he has been exploited by his own brother, and he wants to rebel against his brother, right? And there is so much fun in the play, and at the end of the play, Rosalind loves, not at the end of the play, at the end, Rosalind does not love Oliver, she loves Orlando. Okay? Let us see. I will read first few pages from the beginning of the play. As you like it, Act 1, Scene 1, enter Orlando and Adam. This Adam is a servant. He is a servant to Orlando and Oliver. He is an old man. For a long time, he has been serving in the family of Orlando and Oliver. He also served their father. Okay? Their father, now he is serving children. And Adam has a lot of personal respect for the deceased father of Orlando and Oliver. And it is Orlando who speaks in the play for the first time. Orlando, as I remember Adam, he is with Adam. As I remember Adam, it was upon this fashion bequeathed me by will but a poor 1,000 crowns, and as thou sayest, charged my brother on his blessing to breed me well. He is sharing his problem with his servant. This is what my father told my brother when he died, that he should take care of me and he should breed me well. He should educate me. He should make me a gentleman. Okay? He should give me good food, good clothing. He should take care of me. And there begins my sadness. He said, my sadness begins there. When my father put my brother into in charge of me, my sadness started. My misfortune started. My brother jogs, he keeps at school, and report speaks goldenly of his profit. For my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or, to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. This is what my brother did. Where did he keep me? He kept me rustically at home. I was confined to my house. I spent time only in my house, only talking to the servants, and I was brought up like an animal, like an animal. Not even like a dog. He takes care of dog more than he takes care of me. And report speaks goldenly of his prophet. For my part, he keeps me rustically at home, or to speak more properly, stays me here at home unkept. For call you that keeping for a gentleman of my birth, that differs not from the stalling of an ox. So there is no difference between me and an ox. Okay, I am not an ordinary man. I have come from a very respectful family. My father was a great man, rich man. When he died, he informed my brother, who instructed my brother to take care of me. But this stupid brother of mine, this stupid elder brother of mine, did not take care of me. He confined me to my house, so I missed everything. Then his horses are bred better for, he says. My brother, he also keeps horses. He keeps me, he keeps oxen, he keeps dogs, and he also keeps horses. And he breeds, his horses are bred better than for, meaning he more takes care of his horses than me. Okay, the amount of money, the amount of time that he spends on feeding his horses, he does not spend on me. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Besides that, they are fair with their feeding. The horses have become beautiful, fair. If you pick up a street dog and keep it in your house, feed it well, then it becomes very fair. Huh? Street Rajkumar. There is a novel in Kannada, Street Rajkumar, right? So, street dog becomes your pet dog, which is possible. Okay? And he says, my brother's horses are fairer than me. Right? My brother's horses are more beautiful than I am. And my brother's horses, or the horses, receive more love, more attention, more concentration from my brother than I. Then they are taught their manage, and to that end, riders dearly hired. Meaning, the horses are taught how to manage themselves, but I am not taught how to manage myself. Meaning, I am ignored, I am neglected, I am insulted and humiliated, and I am kept like worse than an animal. My brother takes care of his horses more than me, and he appoints riders for the horses. Riders for the horses means people who take care of horses, right? And he gives them money. He gives more money to the people who take care of his horses than to a teacher who teaches me. Okay, the salary of a teacher is 50 pounds, and the salary of a man who takes care of who is in charge of horses is paid 200 pounds. See, this is what my brother has done to me. How can I love such a brother? But what about me? But I, his brother, I am his brother, gain nothing under him but growth. What have I gained under him? Only this growth. I have just grown up. I'm grown up like an animal. Okay, in the forest, if an animal is born, with the passage of time, it grows up, right? And I am also born in a place here, and because I have spent 10 years, I have physically grown up. But there is no mental growth. I have not grown mentally, spiritually, psychologically, and also in terms of culture, in terms of behavior. I'm not a gentleman, I'm a rogue, right? I'm a rogue, I'm an idiot, I'm stupid. Nobody can marry me, nobody can love me. Okay, people think that I'm a stupid man, good for nothing. But who is responsible for this sadness of mine? My own brother. My own brother. This is possible. This is possible. Okay? When I cannot love my own brother, how can I love people of this country? Still I say I'm an Indian. I am proud to be an Indian. It's all nonsense. Okay? When you cannot love your family members, when you cannot love your friends, your students, how can you love others? Isn't it? And we hate our own brothers and sisters. We murder our own brothers and sisters. And how can we become a universal man? Vishwamanava. Nothing. It's very difficult to be a good man, to be a decent man. But this growth, for the which his animals on his dunghills are as much bound to him as I. There is no difference between his animals and I. I am bound to him and they are also bound to him. I am like an ox, I am like a horse, I am like a dog. Okay? Because he throws some bread at me, I am serving him. Besides this, nothing that he so plentifully gives me. Plentifully means in abundance. More. He has not given me anything other than this. What has he given to me? Only this growth, physical growth. The something that nature gave me, nature with capital, nature gave me. See, nature, we do not know how great a friend nature is. आप सोचिए, निसर्ग प्रकृति हमारा बहुत बड़ा स्नेहित है, friend है. Nature is our best friend. Right? This body is given by nature. Of course, parents give birth, but we get a lot from the nature. Right? And this human body is the most precious one. Most precious one. For example, your eyes. Do you know how the worth of your eyes? आप एक eye का कीमत क्या है? You say I have nothing. Don't say I have nothing. You have 2 eyes, good eyes. You have 2 hands with 5 fingers each. Okay? And 2 legs. Your kidneys are okay. Your heart is okay. What do you want? Don't cry. ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है. Body है. That's okay. You can do anything. You can invent, you can create. Rajkumar, say he can. Huh? Yes. You can do anything and you can do everything. So, the something that nature gave me, his countenance seems to take from me. जो चीज़ें प्रकृति मुझे दिया है, वो भी ये लेना चाहता है. The things that nature gave me, this brother of mine wants to take those things also. He lets me feed with his hinds dogs. He wants me to have food with his dogs. Bars me means dismiss. To bar means to dismiss. Bars me the place of a brother. He has not given me the place of a brother. And as much as in him lies my gentility with my education. So I am gentle, I want to be educated. Okay? He has this feeling in him, I too have this feeling in me. Okay? You find a number of brothers in our society who do not deliberately give education to their younger brothers. And you also do the same. Yeah? Your brothers help you to come to IGNTU. They make sacrifices, right? And you get education and you get employment Then you ignore your brother, you get married, then you take care of your children, and you give good education to your children. And what about your brother's children? You can never give. You don't give. Even if you give, your wives tell you not to give anything to your brother's children. Don't go. Don't give anything to your brother. This is what we are, right? So education means education should make you more humble, more genuine, right? And you should at least love your family members. Forget others. Don't give anything to your friend. At least to your brothers, your sisters. Okay? 90% of us, don't you agree with me? Don't perform our duties. Right? Don't perform our duties. And this is it, Adam, that grieves me. That grieves me means that makes me cry. This is for which I cry. This is for which I weep. This is for which I lament. And the spirit of my father, which I think is within me. Naturally, the spirit of my father is in me. He says, the spirit of my father is in me, as much as it is in my brother. Begins to mutiny. Mutiny means protest. Pratibhatana. Okay? Which begins to mutiny against this servitude. Servitude means slavery. The spirit of father which is in me is forcing me to rebel against, to fight against, to protest against this slavery. I want to teach a lesson to my brother now. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I will tell him, I will show him his place. I will no longer endure it. Endure means tolerate. I no longer tolerate it, though yet I know no wise remedy how to avoid it. Meaning, I do not know how to avoid it, I do not know how to stop it, I do not know how to solve this problem, but I am very keen in solving this problem. I will protest against my brother. There comes Oliver, his brother comes. Then Adam, yonder means there. Oh, wahan aa raha hai. Yonder comes my master, your brother. He says, my master and your brother is coming there. Come in. Yonder comes my master, your brother. Orlando, he says, go apart, Adam, and thou shalt hear how he will shake me up. And he says, if you want to test, you please hide in some place, just hide yourself and see how he ill treats me, how he insults me, how he tries to beat me and manhandle me. You can test. Go apart, Adam, and thou shalt, thou means you, shalt means shall, you shall. And you shall hear how he will shake me up. Yes. Oliver, Adam withdraws. Withdraws means he goes away. He is behind the screen. On the stage, he is behind the screen. Okay? There is a scenery of a tree scene, there is parda, tree scene ka parda hai. He will go behind it and hide. Technique. Oliver says, now sir, what make you here? It's very sarcastic, ironical. Sometimes we also say, no? Come sir. Master, or if the vice chancellor tells his security guard, please come sir. Come sir, meaning there is irony in it. Straight nahi hai. There is irony in it. It's called irony. It is called sarcastic. Hindi में क्या है मुझे मालूम नहीं. व्यंग्य, व्यंग्य शब्द है हिंदी में, व्यंग, कन्नड़ में व्यंग्य, व्यंग व्यंग व्यंग, हाँ राइट, व्यंग है इसमें. There is no fun, there is iron in it. Now, sir, what make you here? Sir, why you come here? He asks his brother. Orlando, nothing. I am not taught to make anything. He says, I am an illiterate man. I do not know how to make something. मुझे कुछ करने के लिए नहीं आता. I am not taught to make anything. Then Oliver, what more you then here, sir? If you do not know to do anything, why have you come here, sir? He asks his brother. Orlando, Mary, sir, I am helping you to mar that which God made, a poor, unworthy brother of yours, with idleness. He starts attacking his brother. My dear brother, I do not know how to make something. I am an illiterate. I am an idle. I do not have work because you have not given me work at all. You have given me no work. I do not have any work on hand. I am simply, wasting my time. But I am helping you to destroy a beautiful creation of God. I am a beautiful creation of God. I am put into your hands. You are destroying me. Then Orlando, Mary, sir, be better employed and be not a while. Be employed. Go and get employed. Do something and don't waste your time. Oliver says, Orlando, shall I keep your hogs and eat husks with them? He asks, you want me to spend time with your dogs, with your animals, and eat ordinary food? You want me to do only that? What prodigal portion have I spent that I should come to such penury? Please tell me what mistake have I committed, what sin have I committed to come to this pace, to come to lead this kind of life, which is so meaningless. Then Oliver, know you where you are, sir. You should know where you are, sir. Meaning, you can't speak to me like that. He is getting wild. Orlando, oh sir, very well. Here in your orchard. Orchard means garden, fruit garden. And he asks, do you know where you are? Yes, sir, I know. I am in your garden. I am in your orchard. Know you before whom, sir? He asks. Do you know where you are standing? You are standing in front of your elder brother, very powerful elder brother. You should know. Know you before whom, sir? Then Orlando, yeah, I know. Better than him, I am before, knows me. Meaning, my dear brother, I know, and I also know that you know very well where I am standing. You know more than I know where I am standing. I know you are my eldest brother. I know that you are my eldest brother. And in the gentle condition of blood, you should so know me. Meaning, I know, मुझे पता है, बिल्कुल पता है, आप मेरा बड़ा भाई है, क्या बोलते हैं, भाई है. एंड आपको भी पता होना चाहिए that I am your younger brother. Okay? I know that you are my elder brother, and you should also know that I am your younger brother. The courtesy of nations allows you my better in that you are the firstborn. I should respect you. I should talk to you with respect because you were born before I was born. You were born before I was born. Meaning, you are an elder brother, so I should respect you. I am respecting you. But you must know what is your duty as an elder brother. Are you following me?
Yes.
Huh. But the same tradition takes not away my blood. Were there 20 brothers betwixt us? He says, suppose there are 20 more brothers born between you and me, still I have my own place in the family. Right? For example, in the court of the Kauravas, there were more than 100 brothers. The Kauravas were more than 100. Right? We remember only two names, Duryodhana, Dushasana. Very famous names. Okay? And what about 99 brothers? 99 brothers? They all have their names. Read the Mahabharata. Okay? Sana, that is common. Dushasana, Duryodhana, like. Right? And every brother has his own place in the court. He has his own palace, he has his own palace, he has his own power. Right? So, Orlando tells Oliver, now my father has given birth to you and me, and we should share everything equally. Right? Suppose he has given birth to another 20 children, all of them would acquire his property, equally. That you should understand. I have as much of my father in me as you. My father is in me and my father is also in you. Okay? And don't think that you have more father in you than me. It's not like that. We share equally. If there are 50 children, all 50 children will have their father in them equally. ज़्यादा कम नहीं होता. See, parents' love is equally shared, not brothers' love. Right? So, if anybody loves us very truly, it's only parents. Never betray your parents. Have the highest regard for your parents. Nobody in the world can love you as much as your father loves and your mother loves. They are the two people. Personally, I have the highest regard for father and mother, not to sisters. Okay? Sisters, again, there is an element of selfishness in sisters and brothers, not in parents. Not in parents. Nobody can substitute. Shakespeare is talking about true love. True love you find only in mother and also in father. People only love mothers and forget fathers, which is very unfortunate. Fathers in India are very unfortunate. We remember only Mother's Day and so on and so forth. No, father is equally important. Right? Yes, he says, I have as much of my father in me as you. I confess your coming before me is nearer to his reverence. We always say, see, Indians also believe in it. So we regard our elder brother as our father. When father dies, the elder brother has to play the role of father. Isn't it? We respect, we touch his feet because not just he is the eldest brother. For example, if there are 6 brothers, right? The eldest brother will have the highest respect. It is Dharmaraj. There is Bhima, there is there is Arjuna, okay? And they all of them have the highest regard for Dharmaraj. He says, please keep quiet. They keep quiet. Don't attack Duryodhana. They don't attack Duryodhana. See, you cannot find one instance where they disobey their brothers. They don't disobey. And Lakshman doesn't disobey his brother. Even Bharat also doesn't disobey his brother. That feeling we have, that belief we have. Why? Because the eldest father is nearer to father, because he was the first born. He says, I confess your coming to this earth, your coming before me is nearer to my father's reverence. Reverence means respect. I respect you because you were born first huh, and you were very near my father. Then Oliver, raising his hand, he loses his patience and he wants to beat. What boy? He raises his hand. What boy? Shall I beat you? Then Orlando, now he is no longer at the receiving end. He catches his brother's hand, he stops him and he seizes his brother. Come, elder brother. He invites him. आओ क्या कर हम देखेंगे holding his hand, seizing his hand, he says, come, elder brother, you are too young in this. You are my elder brother, I know, but you are not as powerful as I am. Like you remember the story of Bharat and Bahubali. Bharat and Bahubali. Bahubali statue you have not seen in Karnataka? No? Oh my God, you must see it. Jainism, Bharat and Bahubali, it's Jainism, Jaina epics, they are the heroes. There is a big story I tell you some other day. Bharat is an elder brother and Bahubali is an younger brother. When their father dies, they divide the kingdom. And Bharat, the eldest son, then he conquers all provinces. He defeats all kings and comes back to his kingdom. He comes back to his kingdom, and he has a chakra. That chakra does not come back to him. It stops at the gate. Then he calls the priest and asks them, why is it this chakra is not coming back to me? It has stopped at the gate. Then that man says, my lord, you have defeated all the kings in the world, but there is one king, your brother Bahubali, you have not defeated. So that chakra is standing at the gate. You should, if you want the chakra to come back, you will have to defeat his brother. Then he goes to his brother and invites him for the battle. Yes, his brother Bahubali tells, no brother, and you want to fight with me, let us not kill the soldiers. We will fight with each other. There will be no bloodshed. He agrees. Then they fight with each other. And in the fight, the younger brother, literally lifts him up and holds like this, his younger brother. And he goes one circle and wants to just forcefully throw on the floor and kill him, but he stops for a minute. No, I should not kill my brother for the sake of this property. And he very slowly brings him back and puts him on the ground and touches his feet and says, yes, I accept you as the most powerful emperor in the world. Then he says, you take my kingdom and I will go to the hill and do tapas, meditation. Then he gives away everything, including his cloth, and goes naked and stands there on the hill in Hassan district of Karnataka, the tallest statue in the world. Okay? And this Abhishek is done once in 10 years, and this year, this month end doing. The Prime Minister of India will go and pour milk on the statue, on the hill. That is the tradition. It is done only once in 10 years, not every year. So you have lots of stories of this kind in all over the world. Okay. Then he says, you are too young in this. What's time?
11 o'clock.
Let me stop here. Then he says, wilt thou lay hands on me? Wilt means will. Thou means you. Will you lay? Lay means put. Will you put your hands on me? Villain, he says. You are a villain. I stop here. Okay? Any question? I'll continue this in my next class. Today is Tuesday, right? It's again a big play. If I teach like this, then it's not possible. In next 2 classes, I will finish this play, right? Any question? How do you find this play? Some dialogues about these two brothers, some dialogues about those two dukes, again those two ladies, right? Rosalinda and brother and her sister. And there is a lot of fun in the play, that I will discuss, and the last act and the last scene, right? I think I need 2 more classes. Thursday I will complete this play, then the rest of the poems, then 2 essays, right? Okay, take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow, and good night. That's the most important thing here. Date is 30?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Alka,
No, sir, absent.
Deepa, Shiv Mangal, Anuranjan,
Yes, sir.
Balram,
Present, sir.
Huma,
Present, sir.
Shweta,
Present, sir.
Man Kumari.
Present, sir.
Man Kumari or Man Kumari?
Man, sir.
Madhu? No. Rajkumar? Jaleshwar?
Absent.
Rakesh?
Yes, sir.
Supriya? No. Astha? Aarti? Nidhi?
Present, sir.
Savita?
Present, sir.
Srushti?
Yes, sir.
Rameshwar?
Absent.
Okay. Tomorrow also you are coming, no?
Yes, sir.
Right.